Hello, I'm John Snell, Interim Athletic Director at Baldwin Wallace, and I am here with Jim Wojtkun, our head women's soccer coach. Jim is going on his fourth year serving as our head women's soccer coach. He's led our team to the conference tourney every year, and Jim has the distinction of coaching the only Cleveland Sports Commission Female Athlete of the Year in Rachel Bender. So let's learn a little more about Coach Wojtkun. Coach, tell everyone about the fact that you didn't play soccer in college, but tell everyone the sport that you did play.
Well, let's be perfectly honest, John. There wasn't a whole lot of interest in a 5'6" goalkeeper. But there were some interest in 5'6" middle infielders. So I played baseball in college. Had a great experience, met some great people, and learned a lot about coaching, even though I wasn't coaching soccer, but I learned a lot in my performance at playing baseball. So it was a lot of fun.
Tell everyone what your favorite hobby is.
Well, John, I can't say I have a lot of hobbies. I spend a lot of time here. Hack around the golf course a little bit, but the favorite investment of my time, got to be perfectly honest, it's my grandson. He's 18 months old. Whenever we have the free time and ever have the opportunity to spend time with Kaz, that's where I'm going to be. So not quite a hobby, but what a great investment in my time.
Absolutely. You've been coaching a long time. Tell everyone what you love about coaching.
Oh, I can give you a litany of stuff that makes coaching part of who I am, but I think the greatest opportunity from a coaching perspective is the ability to work with student athletes. Not just about refining what their skill set is, but helping them discover who they are. And I think if there's one thing about coaching beyond nuts and bolts and kicking a ball and figuring out how to tactically win, it's helping players define who they are. And to me, that makes coaching. You know, we are part of an investment in the future, and that's what I think coaching, to me, represents.
You've been coaching at BW for more than 4 years. You served as Reed's assistant for a while, but you've been here for a while now. How about your favorite coaching moment at BW?
Oh, that's simple. That is really simple. I was here with Reed since 2005, but in 2017, I got to inherit the program. BW made an investment in separating women's soccer from men's soccer. And the first day I stepped on the training pitch as the head coach, unforgettable. Realizing that I had a responsibility to the team, had a responsibility to the women, but it was a culmination of a lot of things I wanted to have happen here. Never forget that day. Great day.
Awesome day for you and for us, Coach. You are a Cleveland guy. So tell everyone two things about Cleveland and one about Berea. Favorite thing about Cleveland, but your favorite place to eat in Berea.
Oh, I could go on and on. I had the opportunity to spend some time away from Cleveland to really recognize what Cleveland was all about. So as a longtime Clevelander, the most important thing about the city is it's still retained its ethnicity. You know, I grew up in a Polish enclave. I grew up with a lot of Polish aunts and uncles and an extended family, and we ate a lot of Polish food. But the fact of the matter is Cleveland retained that, and I think that's what makes it special. We have a combined heritage, but Clevelanders welcome and kind of want to worship the fact that we come from a variety of different backgrounds, and I think that makes it special. And Cleveland is a really special place that way.
Your favorite place to eat in Berea?
Every place is a favorite place to eat in Berea. Look at this body. It doesn't hide the fact that I like to eat, but I got to say Cornerstone, because the food is good, it's consistent, and there's all these quality beverages there.
Yeah, sure. Tell everyone what you would want people to know about you that they're not going to find in your coaching bio.
Oh, John, that's a great question. I would have to say that instead of just being a coach here, I've also been a parent of a BW soccer alum. And that's pretty special. I got to watch my daughter not only develop and have a great soccer experience, and she played for Coach Reed at the time, but I got to watch her develop intellectually. She became intellectually curious. It made her a better version of herself. She made a lot of strides here, expected and unexpected. She'll, of course, tell you that she came here in spite of me, not because of me. Full well, I get that. But I got to watch her develop and see the fine professional woman she's become, and I got to see that from a parental and a coaching perspective, and you'll never get that in the bio. In fact, John, she was our first academic All-American, so I'm really proud of that, too.
Yeah, as you should be. What is it that you appreciate about BW?
Oh, chapter and verse, but let me start with the fact I love the serenity of the campus. I think it's an incredibly beautiful campus, and it's fun to be in an area that allows you to be in a residential area and still be on campus and still have both. But I think what else I appreciate is the fact that everyone on campus is so committed to the success of our student athletes, or all the students for that matter. There's a commitment, there's a drive, there's an energy, there's a shared vision from faculty, staff, everyone that's on this campus that I think I most appreciate. It makes you feel that you're part of something bigger than yourself. How do you walk away from that? That is incredibly important to me.
That's a great thing about this place, no doubt about it. As you know, we've had a crazy year. But what have you learned from this COVID experience, Jim?
Two things. One, be adaptable. You know, I'm 115 years old, John. I've been doing things a long time, but you have to be adaptable. So things we did from recruiting or dealing with student athletes or staying connected had to change. So we had to be adaptable for that. And I think that's a great lesson to learn, not just from a COVID experience, but to recognize that life evolves and we have to evolve with it. So that was an important piece of the puzzle from this whole COVID experience. And I think the second thing that I relish for that is to fully understand the need for human connectivity. We did a lot of things in our team that we couldn't do this year, even training. We like to talk about physically connecting, putting our arms around each other and being a unit, being one. We haven't been able to do that. And that hurts. It hurts from how we build our culture. It hurts from how we grow. Being connected to the family. Certain times, things you can't do. And that human connectivity, realized how important it is for me, and I think how important it is for us as a team culture.
Besides your family members, who would you say are the people that in your life you appreciate the most?
Oh, family first. You know that. Had a great family and lost my parents way too young. Got to give a quick shout out to Coach Ayers from a soccer mentoring perspective. He brought me onto BW and his staff in 2005. Seems like a world ago, but that was a great start. And he introduced me to the great culture that BW is. I think there's several people in my life, though, that just sort of stand out. I had an English teacher in high school. He taught me, his name was Brother Joseph Shavala. He taught me to be intellectually curious, to never be satisfied, to realize that it's not done until it's done, to don't take shortcuts. So yeah, it was intellectually stimulating, but things that still continue to stay with me today. Not today. I can talk, I get that. The second person was a professor in college, Dr. Jean Kiernan. She taught me to never be satisfied with who I was personally, to always continue to strive and push and grow, and to not be afraid to jump in with both feet, to say sometimes you have to take a chance,
Last question, Coach. If there's something that you wanted to say to our followers about BW or something about BW, what would it be?
I think there's a couple things, BW and non-BW. I think first thing, live life. I think COVID taught us that we have to live life. That means jump in with both feet and do it. And I think I'll translate that to BW, because BW asks you to live life here. I think I've heard coaches say that what surprises most of our recruits and people that come to BW, they think it's bigger than it is. And I'd agree. But I'm not going to talk about the physical footprint. BW is bigger in a lot of different ways. I think it's bigger in our outcomes. I think it's bigger in our approach to student success. I think it's bigger in our approach to addressing life issues. And I think that's what makes BW special. So if I want to leave two things, live life and recognize that BW is a big place for big dreams and people that want to do big things in life.
And there you have our fun facts with Coach Jim Wojtkun.